Hey everyone, I've got a really exciting story for us today. One that I don't think is getting nearly enough coverage, but we're going to be talking about it right here. A study performed by Giorgio Bianciardi, an Italian scientist, which was re-examining some old data, may have found the possibility of life existing on Mars. Now, that's a bit misleading. It makes it sound like some new study has been performed. What Signor Bianciardi and his team have done is looked at some old data from the 1976 Viking mission to Mars, obviously an unmanned mission, which tested soil samples on Mars, performed certain scientific experiments on them, and looked at the reactions, and there were certain gaseous emissions of a CO2 variety, and it was posited that from those reactions initially that there was no life in the soil of Mars, and they were entirely physical in their response. That is to say, not the result of a biological agent. Now, what Signor Bianciardi found is that those reactions were perhaps too complex to be merely the result of a physical or geological reaction. And the evidence he has is not just limited to his own reanalysis of the data, but the fact that so far no one's actually provided a geological reason for the reaction we got from the Martian soil. So in all that time, we've had access to these results, and we haven't really found a sufficient explanation for them that would discount the possibility of life. Another important note is the fact that our definition of life has really changed. Initially, it was thought that, well, that soil is too, if there were any organisms, they would be so far beneath the soil, they wouldn't have access to the sun, and therefore they couldn't possibly have survived, even though we have these vague signs that there might be something there. In the last decade, we found that even on Earth, there are organisms that are capable of surviving in a food chain with no access to the sun whatsoever. Originally, we would assume that plants receive light from the sun, animals eat plants, and bigger animals eat those animals, and so forth. The food chain, we all know that. But we found that there are these underwater vents which spew this noxious gas, and there are actually these small microbes that derive nutrients from this gas. Gas that would kill anything else on Earth. These microbes are somehow thriving off of. And what happens is, or these little ecosystems develop around these microbes. So you've got these creatures that eat them, with bigger ones eating them, and you've got this whole food chain that is not derived from access to the sun. So, this Martian soil we have, which shows possible signs of life when it's heated up, may actually have some kind of biological creature we don't even understand, that we may not classify as life, or we may not have before classified as life, but nonetheless may be it. They may be Martian microbes. I think this is one of the most exciting reanalyses of data I've seen in a while, and it's the best evidence I've seen so far for another mission to Mars, even though there's millions of other reasons to go to Mars aside from that. But the fact that there might be life there, life we've never even dreamt of before, I think that's a pretty good reason to go to Mars. I know NASA's got that budget crisis, and government's a little more interested in tax cuts for the rich and bombing Iraq and whatever. Maybe going to Mars and finding a new form of life might be a better use for those funds. Just a suggestion. One can hope, I suppose. That's about it for today. And I hope you're a little more excited about that finding, because I sure as heck am. So, thanks for watching. Love science.